Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise, and welcome to today's stream. I'm your host, Hydra, joined today by Epic and Meryl. And today we are celebrating finally reaching 50 followers here on Twitch. So happy.
And here's to 50 more.
We'll have them anymore.
We shall see. Today I just real good mood. Wanted to sort of thank everyone who has followed and supported thus far. Hopefully soon I'll reach affiliate, or I should reach affiliate soon. And more streams to come. More good times. But yeah. Again, thanks to everyone who has watched, followed, supported, spread my stuff around. It's been a great time streaming, and I've been really enjoying it. Also, special thank you to Epic, Meryl, and Ennio specifically, because you guys have done a lot of help and work behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see. More than just moderation.
Always happy to help.
But I guess that's intro done. Now I have to drink water. Yeah, I can't wait till I get affiliate. I can finally get emotes. I can actually start getting paid doing this. Oh, right. One more thing. So, I actually have a new Ko-fi goal that I'm trying to reach. In July, I'm going to an anime con, and I'm hoping to raise money so I can actually go and have a good time. I need at least 100 for, like, the tickets, but, around 300 I think would be good for, like, food and maybe little small stuff if I want to. But yeah, that's the new goal. Hopefully folks would be kind enough to help. But if not, it's okay. I understand. That aside, anything you two wish to add?
It's a worthwhile goal.
Yes, that.
I just meant in general. It didn't have to be related to the goal.
Give funding.
We're the complete opposite of Ennio in that we are painfully quiet.
It's fine. That's why I have two of you. It takes two of you to make up one Ennio. Probably three of you, actually.
The three of us together equal one Ennio.
Mm. But yeah. Today is a good day. I do more coffee donations, but I need to get the money, so I did the one. It's fine. Again, I'm not saying you guys have to. I'm not upset if you can't. You know, donations are very kind, generous things, but not always easy to do. So, no pressure. Helps that you have such an amazing audience. Yeah, my audience is amazing. You guys are amazing. You're all great. Love you.
Ennio, you are... when you're around, it's hard to get in and word edgewise.
Yeah. There are instances of, hey, I'm talking, and then Ennio chimes in, ooh, interesting thing I want to say. It's like, calm down, bud. Yeah. No harm done. Whenever I see my grandmother, it's consistently, oh, you're quiet today. I'm quiet every day. Are you? Are you really? It's more of just being with friends that'll really make you want to be more out and talkative.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
My crowds make you chatty.
I got a donut for the Ko-fi goal. Who was that? Was that Epic? It doesn't tell me who did it. It just shows up that I got money. And now I'm
Oh,
at
hey,
People
6%.
donate
here.
to you than me.
You're up to 6% now.
Yeah. Which, I'm not a mathematician. What's 6% of 300?
Oh, I'll give you $15, so $15. Oh shit.
Ah, there we go.
Okay, yes, I might have donated this time. I don't do it all the time. Other people donate occasionally. It just happened to be me this time.
Well, thank you very much, Epic.
I will donate again. Don't tempt me. Or do tempt me, I guess. I don't know.
I'm not gonna
You want
try
money.
and sway you one way or another, okay? I'm not gonna, like, coerce you out of your money. Or, like, tell you, no, you can't do that. It's like, it's up to you, man. If you want to donate and support, I really appreciate it. And I'm very grateful. But at the same time, you don't need, it's not a necessity.
I know, but I want to.
Well, then I can't really stop you, now can I? Yeah, seriously though, thank you. Sorry, I try not to do that, honest. I know, it's just sometimes when you get overly excited, you're just like, ooh, this would be a funny thing or cool thing to say. But you're not the only one who does that, and it's kind of a difficult thing to do, well, to get a hold of when you're someone who's more quiet all the time, and then you get the chance to speak, you just don't want to shut up. Not you specifically, but that's just in general. Those who are quiet and given a chance to speak typically don't shut up.
Very true.
This is like, oh, I got the microphone. I don't want to let go of this now.
Mm-hmm.
It's mine.
Spent too long waiting.
I got the talking stick.
Get up there and filibuster for 17 hours.
But yeah. I worry of annoying people with my speaking. I feel the pain all that time with most folks IRL.
Fox, you have a wonderful voice.
Yeah. There are very few people who I'd say their speaking annoys me, but usually if they're annoying, to me it's more of the fact that what they're talking about is just like, ugh, please stop talking. You know? Whatever topic they have. But for the most part, I don't really find most people annoying.
Something extended warranty.
Ew. Instantly hang up.
Well, I guess it's a two-man VC now. I don't know.
Lost one, darn.
No.
I always find those calls kind of annoying, though. It's like, I want to talk to you about car extended warranty, and it's like, I don't even have a car.
Well, you might as well have one. That way, when you do get a car, you don't have to worry about it.
I don't get those calls. I wish I did. All I get is nothing.
You,
Mostly.
you don't
Like,
want the calls. You don't.
No, no,
And
you
I
don't.
occasionally get like texts like to change like my phone plan, but that's about it.
The calls, they call at like very odd and weird times. And then it's just like, hello? They say some stuff and you just either overreact or you just hang up. I just hang up. Like, I don't bother saying any further. Just like, hello? They start talking. Hang up. Like, you called me, and I want none of this. Goodbye.
Oh, that would be interesting, Inio. I have a feeling that it would be the Inio and Fox show featuring Hydra.
Oh, boy. With you two, it would... Yeah, it would. I wouldn't be the star of the show. It would just be you two, and I'd just be here moderating. That's what it would turn into. You two bantering back and forth, and I'm just like, calm it down, calm it down.
being a referee in a talking match or something.
Yeah, essentially.
Moderator in a debate.
Sure, I can do Sunday stream. Just accidentally meep. Oi. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I can't have both of you on my Sunday stream. I just can't. I can't handle that too much energy.
If the three of us equate to an Enyo, how many of us does it take to become a fox?
That is a good question.
About the same, I think.
I feel like Neo and Fox, they have sort of same energy, but put together it multiplies instead of adds.
Yeah, it's the law of synergy working against you.
It's like energy level with us, it's additive. With them, it's multiplicative.
Introverts versus extroverts, everybody.
Very much so. I just don't answer any unknown numbers. If it's something important, they can either email me or leave a message. That too. I also do that, because like, I don't like answering unknown calls, except now that I'm on campus, sometimes I get call from the clinic, and it's like, I have to answer those, because that's actually important.
Do the clinic always talk? Do the clinic always talk? Yeah. Does the clinic always call you on the same number? Can you just save the number and have that listed on your phone or whatever?
I think so, maybe. I know it has like the same area code, because like the area code for here is like something something something, but I know if it's that area code, it's something from the college. Like sometime it may be the clinic, it may be some other part of the campus that's trying to get in contact with me, but I know the area code, so I'm like, oh, I should answer this. This is important. I could save it. I could. Background music is completely different as well to match. Ah, yes, we have the calm background music. I meep if embarrassed, and it's okay. I don't want to upset you. Meeping is an interesting reaction to being embarrassed.
What's a meep?
How do you describe a meep? I guess just make them say meep, but in a high pitch.
I like meep.
And like the M is more silent, I'd say.
Eep.
That would be more of an eep, I suppose. Like a squeal.
I guess we'll have to find out.
1.5 of you equates to a fox. Provided they're not around me, then it's a 2.5. The energy level math. I'm mostly a chill dude. Hey, I am shy as hell. For someone who says they're shy, you're very outgoing.
I mean, there's a difference between interacting with people and just existing around people.
That is true.
I mean, I want to be invited to parties. Doesn't mean I want to go to the party.
Yeah, I totally feel that. It's like, it's nice that they include me. Like, the thought they want to include me, but I don't actually want to be included.
I mean, I'll go there and I'll consume like half of the drinks, but I'm not gonna. If they're not alcoholic, I'll consume half the drinks. But I'm not gonna like go on the dance floor or talk to people, or particularly leave the corner. But I mean, I'll be there, far off to the side.
Yeah, I feel that. I've had professors from uni try to ring me, and I didn't answer because I didn't have their contact saved. Didn't end up amounting to anything important, though. Interesting. I'm a paradox of myself. I try to be outgoing. Apologies, I don't mean to be much. Be too much. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being outgoing inherently. Like, it's not a bad thing to be outgoing or extroverted at all. It's just some people are good around those who are extroverted, some people aren't. For me, it's a 50-50. There are some extroverts where I'm like, yeah, I get energy being around this person. And then other times I'm like, boy, you are draining.
It's all about, I guess, taste. Personal taste. I don't know.
I don't
Some
know.
folks are easier to deal with than others, in a sense.
Yeah, everyone's different.
Mm-hmm. Then we need to have Fox here Sunday to embarrass the the hall out of them until we understand the meep.
Hackle the fox.
I mean, flustering people is quite fun. I look towards Epic, but I don't say anything.
No comment.
Also, I'm the type that if I'm at a party, I'll nom the food and pet their pet.
I mean, if you're not doing that, are you even at the party?
Mm-hmm. I, my, for me, it's like I exist there, but I'm not there. You know, like physically I'm there, but I am just not there.
Like, I am occupied space in this room, but I am checked out right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, I'll go to the party, but expect me to astral project a bit first. Just get everything else out of there.
Mm-hmm. Granted, I'm not really one to go to parties. The only parties I've really went to are like family-related events. And there, I was sort of just like doing my own thing while everybody was having fun. I've always been the type.
Yeah, I'm very not a party person.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to a few, I guess. I'm not a fan of it. Really not.
I've been to
Yeah.
a few. Hey, I.
Oh no, they are fine. Don't interact with me, please. I would like the space, please. I'll enjoy the food. I'll enjoy the atmosphere. I'll enjoy the music. Don't talk to me, or touch me, or anything. Just- I'm there, but I don't want to be involved. Thank you.
No, that's fair.
Uh,
Social interactions can be quite stressful.
Yes, very much so.
I just don't vibe much with parties. I'll stay to the side, look at my phone, and wait until I can leave. Unless there's a pet, then the pet's getting all the snooks. I mean, if that's how you really feel, then why even go to the party in the first place? You know? Like, if you're not comfortable going to parties, then just don't go to them.
or set up your own party. Like you can have everything that you want without things you don't want.
Yeah.
In my case, I think that'd just be like dinner and like a movie playing on like a tablet.
Epic's party is just like a movie party. Everyone eats, and then you watch a movie, and then everyone leaves.
It's a hack, ain't it? And just put a movie on, and no one's gonna talk over it. You can go just enjoy the movie and eat.
I'm
Then
the
everybody goes home at the end.
I'm the type to talk during scary movies. Cause like I'm not good with scary movies, so I try to make jokes in light of the situation to make me feel better. But only when I'm around other people. Like I'll make jokes and stuff while the scary movie's going on to make it less scary.
Smart.
That's one way of dealing with it, I guess.
It works though. Like I'll end up enjoying the scary movie a lot more because I'm just like making fun or light of it. It's like, look how stupid this person is. They're walking right into the trap. Or, wow, the scary nun lady really needs to brush her teeth. You know, stupid stuff like that that makes it funny and not scary.
I mean, there's no right way to watch a movie. It's a wrong way to watch a movie, but there's no right way to watch a movie provided everyone's cool with it.
Hmm.
Honestly,
We
living on something can be pretty fun.
we always do like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 style when we watch a movie, a scary movie.
Another fun thing is like usually whenever we watch a scary movie, there's always someone who's got to jump scare everyone. It always happens. Luckily, I'm usually never caught up in being jump scared. Hey Ozol, welcome on in. Personally, I don't like scary movies. I just don't. I don't get why people like them.
Yeah, some people like a thrill, I guess.
Sure, but there are other
They like
thrills.
the adrenaline rush and the endorphins that come out after.
I don't know. I've never been a thrill seeker. I'm more of a chill person, so scary movies are like, why would I want to feel scared? I hate that. I don't like feeling scared.
Understandable.
It's not fun. I said this, if you jump scare me IRL, I will punch you out of instinct. I'm not one to react violently with jump scares either. Like, I'll just do a little jump or jolt, but I'm not one to, like, get ready to fight.
Your annoyance level probably just rises a little.
Not really. I don't get annoyed. I actually think it's funny. Like, I get scared and I'm like, son of a... And then I laugh it off.
I think I do think Fox is right though that there are better ways to do horror than jump scares.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, suspense is so much
Mm-hmm.
better.
I think, I will say, one of my favorite scary movies that I watched was A Quiet Place 2. I didn't watch the first one, but I watched the second one, and it was Anxiety the movie, and it was great.
Just like watch like a Hitchcock film or something, and just a dread rising. Like you know something's coming, you just don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm. The tension. And A Quiet Place 2 does it so well, because it's a mostly silent movie with just the sounds of the environment or the monster for the most part. So it's like very suspenseful. You always have this feeling that any noise will kill you, and it's scary. Sound becomes scary.
Or it's like I'm playing the Dead Space remake right now, and like you'll round a corner, and everything tells you that there's going to be a necromorph right there. That there's nothing. It's just like you built up to this point, and it's just like, oh, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you keep hitting the button all the time, it's gonna be a lot less scary when you hit the button again and again and again. Good horror, you need to not expect it, but you also need to dread it. Like every time you're around the corner, something happens. You're not gonna be that surprised when, oh look, something happened. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, if you just leave it, nothing happens, and nothing happens, and nothing happens until something actually happens. Then you know that's actually gonna be scary, especially if you build it up properly.
Mm-hmm. Personally, when I played Dead Space, uh, I when I played it, I never managed to beat it because I was a coward.
Oh,
I was too afraid to beat it.
I'm actually surprised they gave it a try. You don't really scream the person. Well, I guess you would scream, but you don't really scream horror game player.
I'm not. That's the thing. Like I didn't buy Dead Space. I was gifted it, and I was like, man, I should play this game. And the whole time I was like, I hate this. I don't like this game. It's scary. I got pretty far though, but I didn't manage to beat it. I will say one horror game that I did play on my own volition and beat was Prey.
Ooh.
Oh, that's actually a good game.
It
I need to finish that
is.
game. But it's a good game.
It took forever to beat, but I did beat it. But I
Yeah.
will say, Prey, at a certain point, it becomes less scary and more just, okay, time to kill the monster.
Yeah, it kind of comes around with options and improvements. You just get stronger and it's less scary.
Yeah,
Well,
that's...
to be fair,
And that you can actually deal with a lot of the threats that throws at you just through brute force rather than have to be, mindful and
Mhm.
slow and cautious. You can just bull in the china shop it.
oh Fox. But to be fair, Bioshock has like suspenseful moments in it.
It does. I think mostly at the beginning, but yeah, it does.
Yeah, in the beginning, definitely.
I've never
Zarek
played any
just
of the...
noticed he got VIP.
I mentioned that earlier. Well, before stream started, but yeah. A few people got it. I think you and Bala were the only two I gave VIP. Because that I can do now. I've never played Bioshock. I don't know anything about it.
It's underwater, unless it isn't underwater. Depends on the game.
Yeah, like the first two take place underwater. A couple of them take place up in the sky.
Huh. Interesting. But yeah, when it came to Prey, it was really... It's scary at the beginning because you're weak and you don't have ways to really fight and everything seems very hard and deadly. But as you get more levels and strength and stuff, they're still difficult, but they become less scary and more like monster challenges you have to defeat.
I mean, I didn't really have much feeling playing it personally, because it was less like fighting monsters, a more kleptomania simulator, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
I need the trash
Sounds
and the
like
suitcases.
Fox's kind of game.
Certainly
If it'll
can
fit into
steal
my
a lot.
inventory, I'll make it fit. Uh,
And it also has some pretty good replayability. Like, when I first played, my first playthrough, because I didn't do a second, I only went for, like, the upgrades that didn't involve, like, I forget what the things are called, but, like, this,
Typhons?
yeah, Typhons. I didn't get any of the Typhon upgrades.
Yeah, same. I looked at them and went, you know what, nah.
I'm like, I'm gonna go
Nah,
pure
that ain't me.
human run.
Yeah.
They do
I'm
seem
still
pretty good, though.
scanning. I still scanned all the things.
Mm-hmm.
I never finished the game because I wanted to do everything, and doing everything
There's a lot.
is a lot of effort.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Certainly is a good game.
yeah.
Cool experience.
I mean, other than the guts, um, it's quite well made because everything's all like this cramped area. It does open world quite well in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
It's you don't have to do a lot of faff to get from point A to point B. You just go from point A to point B,
Yeah.
and that's generally just around a few corners.
I hated traveling through the guts.
It's just a bunch of like, here's nothing and 0G.
Yeah, and then you have the
Whoops.
annoying enemies.
Ah yes, the little party poppers.
Hmm.
You can just use like the styrofoam crossbow. That just kills them anyway.
I don't think I used the crossbow at all. I was just like using the pistol.
Yeah, no, but because the darts are actually a physics prop, and I'll set them off. It also works on door buttons.
Huh. The more you know.
I achieved so many things
I
with that bloody crossbow.
thought the crossbow was going to be pretty useless, so I didn't bother upgrading it or using it at all.
No, the crossbow is like, oh, I want to poke that thing, but I want to poke it from like 5-10 meters away, or through this very tiny mail slot gap.
Oh my goodness. and it's just like have him and Fox on the stream on Sunday, and each try to come up with the best recap of Monday's Pokeroll session.
Oh boy. That does remind me, though, we should do a recap of the session. And I guess you're the only one here, Meryl. If you want to, you can. If not, we can just hold off on that.
See,
I gotta remember what happened that session.
me too.
I'm here too. I didn't watch it. I didn't know what happened doing it, but I'm here too. Like, I could just say stuff happened and I'll be accurate.
Well,
we can wait.
okay. I honestly have to remember what happened. Because I forgot.
And things.
Stuff and things did happen. I do remember the having the nightmares.
Oh yeah, that's what happened. The nightmares. That was a lot of fun.
And then Ungolf just completely cheesed through his.
Ungolf was the only one who sort of passed. Everyone else just went through like mental traumas, which is rather fun.
Always do think that.
Why are you giving people like psychological trauma? Isn't that the opposite of what you should be doing?
Okay, you need trauma for growth. Well, not exactly trauma for growth. I gave them a scary nightmare with some hard-hitting ideals, and now we let character growth happen. Ta-da.
Character growth happens from overcoming your traumas.
Fox and I remember we're still talking about it. Was it that impactful for you guys?
A bit. But remember, a lot of ours were based off of, real life experiences. So, in a way, we're working through it IRL as well.
That's fair, because you guys tied your characters to yourselves a bit, so my bad.
No. It's cool. I like it.
Like tabletop therapy.
Mm-hmm. It's fitting. It's very fitting.
And then you got Ungolf, who is just so zen.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, Ungolf is the most zen rat I have ever met in my life.
Which is very crazy, considering, like, I've spoken to him in private, and he's like, yeah, I'm very socially anxious, and, like, very nervous a lot of the time. I'm like, really?
I mean, feeling something and showing something. Two different things, generally.
I know, but it was still a shock.
They'll explain a few things, at least.
Yeah, he's very much introverted and shy, which he does a good job at hiding it.
Indeed.
I'll play with the guy at some point. Might be like that.
I'm interested to see how his Pokeroll sessions go.
Yeah, considering, isn't he a DM?
Yes. Just get Beerus or Blink in here. I think they're in his campaign.
Is it DM or GM Pokemon?
Storyteller.
It's really up to whatever title you want.
It really doesn't really matter.
Dungeon Master, Game Master, Storyteller, whatever. They essentially equate to the same thing. It's just based on what tabletop game. But I use them all interchangeably.
Yeah, me too.
I know some people are very more stickler about it, though.
Yeah, like Zim does not like it when people use Dungeon Master.
Really?
But that's because of some things that went down with Wizards of the Coast and Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Oh, yeah, that business.
Which, fair enough. Personal preference and all. I honestly don't care what title people give me. It's just whatever you want to call the god of your universe.
Or just call him God.
You're suffering, or whatever.
like everybody calls Car God.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, it's like everyone calls Car God.
in Poke Pioneers, I mean, it's true. He is God.
For good. He also made a
Come on,
cameo in the game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wish I could have seen that.
I mean, you can if you watch the series.
I can, but do you know how many bloody episodes and
Yes, there
hours of
are a lot of
content
bloody
are?
episodes, and it took several months to binge the whole thing on 2 times speed.
Yeah, yeah. Hydra did that. That was a thing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess like I said on that, I binge watched a different campaign and I'm up to date with. And Kari's also in that one.
Oh, you're talking
So,
about Era's Dungeons and Dragons?
yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, look, I've got my thing. Got my thing. But yeah, I got up to date with that one.
Nice. I know Era does some pretty good games. I've watched one of his one-shots before.
Actually, I haven't
Me
watched
too.
the one shots yet.
And I started checking out their Twitch on Saturdays.
Well, Epic, let me tell you about a little something to help with catching up. Oh, here we go. The Pokero Wiki, if you really want to, is basically a short recap version of everything which NEO has created. So if you want, you could just read through that.
Yeah, and it would stroke Enio's ego just enough.
And shave
I mean,
off
I
several
could.
several
I could do it.
amounts of
Of
hours.
course not.
Yeah. You could just dive in from the latest episode.
Nah. That's not me. If I'm gonna watch something, it'll be fun at the beginning, and then I'll get tired halfway through and stop. That's generally the way I do things.
Understandable.
Hard to find some good stuff sometimes, but I guess everything has its slow strides too.
Pretty much single-handedly made by me, or like 85 to 90% is more accurate. Yeah, like you did a lot of work on it. It's very good job.
Very good job indeed.
So what do you do if someone says "God damn it"? Is it just "God damn it"?
Typically, I like to say Arceus or Arceus, whatever one I'm feeling at the time, instead of goddammit or for whatever. I try to replace using the word God with Arceus or Arceus whenever.
Yeah.
I'm just fine doing gold blaspheme. That's really my problem.
I do it like even like out of game, just in general. Not for like any reason of, oh, I don't like saying God or whatever. It's more just it sounds funnier.
It does sound funnier.
It does.
I've been meaning to change it up with something else. I've just not got around to it yet.
I just find it more funny to be like, for the love of Arceus. Yeah. Target made a good base, and I just built it up from there over time. I'm too lazy to do that, sadly, says the person with trillions of notes in marine life in their room. I am selectively lazy.
Oh, anyhow.
For the love of me. I mean, you could. The saying is literally whatever you want it to be. You can make up You can make up a saying if you want. You can create fake swear words. Like, words, they're made up anyway, so you can make up your own. And if it gets popularized enough, then they become actual words. Like yeet.
Yep.
I think it's one of the good things. That's a good word we got,
Mhm.
honestly.
I know RT Games, he tried to turn YouTube into a word of its own that can mean the worst or like an insult or completely bad thing, or it means the exact opposite where it's like the best great thing. So it could be a compliment to someone or it can be a major insult
It's an insult.
because of the whole YouTube getting on the swearing case. So he decided, "Oh, I'm just going to turn YouTube into a word that YouTube has to censor now."
Hello, welcome to the site of this place.
Also, Inio bad. Don't abuse your mod powers.
Bad. Be nice. But yeah. I find it language is a funny thing. I've learned a lot from my language psychology class, and like it's been really interesting. Last class was a lot about like ASL and sign language, which I love. I love sign language. I want to learn it so badly. I met one person in VR a while ago who was selectively mute because some people in VR chat are like, "Yeah, I don't want to talk." So he used ASL, and when I met him, like, "This is really cool. I want to learn
Oh, that is
ASL."
really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is actually really cool. I wish I could have seen that. I don't have a VR headset though.
Yeah, and it turns out there's a whole like ASL community on VRChat where they have worlds and stuff where you can go learn and chat with other people. The only issue is with the headset I have, doing all the finger motions is very hard. Because it's like you're not doing, finger motions with your hands. You're like using controllers and pushing multiple buttons to simulate those hand signals.
Yep.
So it's like using
It's
fake
rough.
hands to try and do sign language. But yeah, it's still cool though.
I
And
mean, it makes sense why have such an attraction for folks who want to talk to the network.
mhm.
I mean, most things have a voice chat or a team chat for typing, but we don't really get many games that you do not do sign language, do they?
No.
So I guess VR
Kind
is
of hard to pull it off because most things other than VR don't really track your hands.
yeah, but I mean with VR, it's really cool to have those people have that sort of facilitation.
Yeah.
hmm And there are certainly better controllers for it, because I don't know the most about VR and that stuff, but I know there are controllers specifically that track each individual finger.
Yeah, there's a
That
bunch of
would be
different
cool.
flavors out there.
But
You got ones you do sitting down, you got ones you do standing up, you got... I think there was ones that you could just slot your phone into, but they were kind of shoddy. I don't recall.
yeah,
I don't know if that tech race is still ongoing, but I'm assuming there's still more headsets being produced.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
VR is just, it's an amazing appliance, and you can do so much with it. It's crazy. I'm looking forward to a future with VR where it becomes more prominent or just more further developed. Like we get the new headset that's cheaper, that has better controllers and graphics, etc., etc. I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
Programs get more optimized too, so you don't have to run them on like NASA's supercomputer.
Yeah,
To
like
do something
imagine
reasonably
VR
chunky.
glasses instead of the bulky headsets.
I was about to say, isn't that just Google Glass? But no, no, it isn't. No, it is not.
I know another thing that's coming to VR is they're creating new sort of full body trackers that are going to be more accessible and cheaper instead of the alternatives that are very expensive or they're not as great. So I'm looking for it.
Ooh,
Yeah, and they're going to be accessible for like Quest 2 without needing to have a whole computer set up, which would be real cool.
nice.
Because yeah, if a lot of the stuff now, it's like, oh, the good stuff, you need to have a good PC and a VR headset in order for it to be like top notch.
Sigh.
Me sitting here with a gaming laptop and a Quest 2.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. I think nowadays are way too under-optimized. I think you could like have a PC bolted to another PC with like water cooling and overclocking and some junk to play some of the higher end AAA stuff.
Yeah.
It just needs optimization, but just hasn't gotten the optimization it needs.
It's like, it looks good, it looks good, it runs great, it's just, you need so much for it to be possible.
I think if I was on my old computer, I could just flip it upside down and fry an egg on it, then play the game. That would be more functional. It's used as a stove at that point. Oh god. And apparently I've made Fox hungry. Sorry. Oh god, now I'm hungry. God damn it.
I'd want to use sign language more
Arceus,
if
damn
it
it. Sorry,
was...
I should be creative.
I'd want to use sign language more if it was universal, but the fact my training only applies to British English is a bit of a downer. That's the one thing I hate about sign languages. There's no universal sign language. There's several just based on region, which, yeah, that's understandable. Obviously, there isn't going to be a universal language, essentially, because sign language is a language of its own, so there's going to be deviations. But a cool thing I did learn from the class the other day was that sign language is becoming more consistent because of the internet. Because now people can actually like visually show their hands to one another. You can't do that over like an old phone call. So now sign language is becoming more consistent across the board, which is really cool.
That's neat.
It's like this image now of two mute people trying to have a phone call together, and it's the most hilarious thing, but I can't describe it at all. Takes the word right out my mouth. That was a pet joke.
It's really interesting and neat. And also, sign language, even if you learn American Sign Language, you still have the regional sort of deviation. So if you learn here wherever you are in America, and then you go to a different part of America and try to use sign language there, they might have different signs for the same thing, even if they're both using ASL.
Yeah, it's funny. You might be saying, "Hey, how are you?" and then you end up telling them to go fuck themselves or something.
Wouldn't be that drastic. More just like, oh, I don't recognize that sign. What does that mean? It's like, this is how you say, I don't know, pineapple. And they're like, what? You use that? We use this. And it's a different sign. You know? Same foundation, but like, gone off in slightly different directions.
Ah yes, I'd like a burger of lettuce, and I get a burger of eggplant on it instead.
Ugh, nasty.
It's like, why would you want that? That's weird.
Well, burgers of lettuce is nice. It's crisp. With good lettuce. With only like day old freezer lettuce. That stuff sucks.
I was more talking about the eggplant, but okay.
Yeah, me too.
Anyone want an egg? Why would anyone want a burger of eggplant on it?
That just sounds weird.
It is weird. That's why I said eggplant. It was because it was weird. It's a weird example.
Oh, by the way, heads up, the Typhlosion raids and Scarlet Violet have returned for today and this weekend, in case you haven't seen. I haven't seen. I should probably get that, because I really like Cyndaquil, if you couldn't tell by Tiki.
Typhlosion raids?
Typhlosion, the Pokemon.
Why are
And
people
Scarlet and
raiding?
Violet.
Why are people raiding the game to get
Not that kind of
I'll be like
raid.
random spawn.
Not that kind of raid, Epic.
Essentially, the raid is the Pokemon is raiding into the game, and now it can appear for a limited time.
Oh, why isn't it always spawning? Alright.
Yes. So for a limited time, you can catch, well, yeah, you can get a Cyndaquil, Typhlosion, and Tetra.
Alright.
Which is good for me because I love Cyndaquil.
Yes, Cyndaquil is great.
Cyndaquil was my first ever partner Pokemon in any Pokemon game I ever played.
I can't remember if my first was Cyndaquil or Totodile, because I had two versions of the game, and I, like, played them both, and I got a different starter for each.
You know, I don't think I've ever played a Pokemon game on an official title or anything like that.
Huh.
I don't think I've ever had to pick a starter. Yeah, hell, I barely know the games themselves. But I think
Oh, Epic. Epic.
you can't force me to play.
Yeah, I can understand
You
if
should.
people haven't played, but it's still a cool thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised if people don't want to play given decent titles.
And if Xerix breeds it, it'll more than likely be shiny.
Yeah.
Is that like constantly stand covered in glitter or something? Is that why everything's shiny?
It's a color variation of the Pokemon.
Oh.
It's essentially like, hey, here's the same Pokemon, except instead of it being, like, red, now it's orange. Ooh.
And when it comes out of its Pokeball, it has like little sparkles that comes off of it.
Well, I know what shinies are. I'm making like a joke, like, oh, that's why this shiny is glitter. But, yeah.
We killed
I get
Epic's
what
joke.
shinies are. It's
That's
bait
what I
for
do.
trading.
I kill jokes. I am the joke murderer. Xerx's first Pokemon was a shiny Chikorita.
They got a shiny as their first Pokemon.
It's possible.
Some games, yeah. Other games, they're shiny locked, so you can't.
True.
Like the recent game, you can't. For some reason. Which I find
Well,
funny.
I guess it prevents saves coming, but still.
It's, I mean, yeah, I suppose you would just have to restart over and over again until you get a shiny. But it's funny because the cutscenes with the Pokemon at the beginning, and like seeing them at the beginning, I'm pretty sure they can be shiny in those. But even if they are, you still can't get them as a shiny.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. God, you're killing me like you're killing Epic's jokes.
To be fair, my jokes weren't that particularly alive anyway. They're my jokes. Let's be honest here.
You have
Not
good
exactly.
jokes.
I have dad jokes apparently. Just about you.
You do. But it's not a bad thing.
Fine.
I enjoy dad jokes.
Oh god, people have actually been using that command. Oh god. Why?
Go
Why do
on,
they got the
folks. Keep
command?
using it. It'll fluster him more.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
I gotta get it up to more than 4.
It's gonna be competition watch, and he was gonna be like, people are using epics more than mine.
cooldown, so that there is a cooldown.
I think it's like a few second cooldown on it.
You need to
Yeah.
find me, I'll be just dying under the table. Don't worry. Dead down here. Thank you.
You're welcome, Epic.
Yeah.
It's funny because like I understand Epic's pain of being shown praise, and it's just like overwhelming because I've been there, and now seeing it from the other perspective, it's really funny.
I might be stuck. I'm a little stuck actually, hold on. Look! I'm okay.
Ow. Did you really get under your table?
A little bit. Yes.
Aw, man.
He committed to the bit.
And then I got stuck.
Method actor.
Then I got stuck. But I fell out, don't worry. How is it after 7? Why?
Yes, more.
Less.
Can't go less. It
It
just had to
less.
stop.
It don't go down.
It
Take 'em
only goes
back.
up.
Take him
No,
back.
no tape backs.
Eh.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, I don't deserve this praise for doing what I do, but I also do deserve it, so praise me, and then praise me more.
I do like the praise. I just. What do I do with this?
The chat is just covering Epic in praise.
Epic, it's not our fault that you do a lot. You do a lot.
I know I do a lot. I hate it. I'm hating it right now.
I'm just imagining Epic's face right now is just a big grin and like blushing.
Just
Red.
like red as a beet.
Mm.
Stop being correct. Ah.
It's just, it's too funny. It's too funny.
I know.
This is why he has the mask to hide blushing. Yep.
Fuck, I am a moderator too. Don't push it, please.
Please. Please.
I'm glad I don't edit this later.
you do.
Don't.
Oh, well, you don't actually, but I can. Just a
Just have an
compilation.
epic counter on the top
Oh.
of the video.
Why do you want on the top of the video? You just go in the chat. I'm actually tuning up a bit now. God damn it.
Aww.
Don't aw me.
Aw, that's sweet. That's precious.
I don't deserve all this.
But you do.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you didn't deserve it, you wouldn't receive it, now would you?
Just because I can't find a flaw in your log does not mean you're right.
Doesn't mean I'm wrong either. But yes, I love to shower people in praise and affection. Do you feel loved?
Feels like my face hurts.
I think he feels loved.
Good, because he is.
Hmm.
Also now I have new art made for me by Sage. Nice. Sage does
Ooh.
nice art. It's cute.
She does.
Every time you start If it's any comfort, Epic, I'm doing this because it's funny. Slightly more than because you deserve it. Slightly. Wow, thanks, anyhow. Epic's gone silent.
We broke Epic.
If I'm silent, then people won't mock me or judge me for it. Eh.
That's alright. We
Fight enough, maybe people will forget about it. I don't know.
can move on if it's too much.
Eh.
They let Epic cool down a little bit.
Yeah. Yes. We'll cool it with the whole showering praise thing. Isn't that right, chat? You'll cool
Yes.
it. Ah, okay, apologies. Varix!
Fox,
I'm
stop
at
saying
18.
you're sorry all the time.
It's been like 15 minutes, and it's increased by like an amount 14.
A substantial amount. You apologize way too much, Fox.
I'm apologizing for apologizing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You don't tell people like stop apologizing because then they'll say sorry. What you do is you say you don't have to apologize. Because if you say, "Hey, you stop apologizing," they say sorry. See? See what I mean?
I walked into that one. Okay, yeah. Doing other things.
And then you got Enio, who's completely unrepentant to anything he does.
The two opposites. One, I apologize for nothing, and the other, I apologize for everything.
Better hide your tea.
I will.
Hide your...
Why is he hiding his tea?
The hide your tea emote is so cute.
Thank you. I really enjoy it. Just the like cute face. It reminds me of like a cupcake. It really does.
Cute cake.
And soon other people can use the emote. Because affiliate. There it is. It also sort of looks like an egg. Looks like I'm an egg.
The eyes are what get me. It's just those big old puppy dog eyes.
Big poker fox. Little pets.
Sorry, no, sorry, no, Just getting into an endless loop here. Stop. You don't need to apologize anymore. It's good. And apologizing for apologizing is just gonna put you into a spiral.
It's a funny spiral, to be fair.
Sometimes you just gotta say, I don't need to apologize for this. It's okay. You know?
Yeah, it's just like, you know I'm sorry. I don't need to say it. It goes without saying.
Apologies are nice, but overdone, it sort of loses its meaning and it just becomes, yeah, sorry. You know?
It's not. It loses its sincerity.
Mm-hmm.
I like giving thanks. Even Fangs does that too, sometimes too.
Yeah.
Oh, Fox.
Ah, unfortunate.
Yeah.
Fox, just speak to people like you speak to me, with no remorse for your actions because you're redacted due to foul language.
It's just like you just see one of those censor bars go over their mouth, and it's just
Mm.
like beep.
The chat just has like a large black square on it.
When I edit it, I just put a black bar over it. Just, Ennio, how could you say that? Boy, I'm not that rude to you, jerk.
Yeah, joik.
You are, though, you criminal. See what I mean? This is what we would have to deal with if they were both here in voice. But
Yeah,
imagine them screaming it.
they feed into each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like reading two raccoons fight each other.
Hydra wouldn't have to say a word.
I
Just
wouldn't.
turn the stream on and just let them go.
Yep. It would be fun though. Would it? Would it really?
Yeah. It's fun now.
Yeah. 120% fun. I wish I could stream games.
One day you will. Probably.
Yeah.
Get a full
Yeah, I
proper
need an
setup.
actual setup first, but like, streaming
That
games
can
would
be
be
a bit
fun.
costly. I mean, it's not amazingly costly. I mean, when I got the parts, I was about 100 quid. 100 quid, 1,000 quid. Um, really should have tossed a bit more to get the better memory.
Hmm.
But it ain't too bad nowadays to get something functional.
Yeah, I suppose. It's just a matter of maybe that'll be my next goal. I'll just start saving up for an actual setup.
Sounds good to me. That's gonna be a substantial goal, though.
Yeah, that'll be a long-standing
Well,
one.
compared to the 300 that
Hmm.
this is.
Yeah, considering what I bought, what I had to pay to get to my thing, that's gonna be a good. What even would it be? 12k? Okay, 1200.
1,200. I'm not spending 1,200 on that kind of a setup. That you crazy?
Well, okay, so you're not getting like a full proper PC. It's
Nope.
pretty chunky.
I'm getting something that runs games and probably like 2 monitors.
I mean, that's still gonna be pretty close to what Epic said, because the tower alone's gonna be, for a decent one, close to 1,000.
Yeah, but nowhere near like 12,
I meant to
12,000.
say 1200. I said 12k by
Yeah,
accident.
he said 12K.
Oh,
I'm like, there's no
okay.
way I'm
I
spending
meant to say
12K.
1200. I corrected myself afterwards.
I was about to say.
Like 12K, you're
I
insane.
thought I was going off of 1,200. I was like, that's actually pretty
No,
good.
1,200, that's not bad.
Because yeah, 1,200's pretty much a standard tower.
Hmm.
Then about 75 to 125 for one monitor. So say about 300 for two.
12k. You just go down and like
Yeah,
buy a
12K. I'm
small
like, there's
business.
no way I'm spending
Yeah,
12K on a setup.
12K. It's like it's like a NASA computer.
12k and you start leeching off an ass's internet.
start saving for a new computer so you can write it off as business expense. I could do that.
Technically,
Because
yes.
it is for streaming.
And streaming is a business.
It's my job. Technically the only job I have. Well, that
Yeah,
and
you
art
don't-
commissions, but like...
It's a job you don't really get paid for at the moment.
Yeah.
Just be
It's a-
careful you don't get paid too much, or you're gonna have to pay income taxes.
I doubt I'm getting up that much, let's be honest here. I
That is
stream
true.
like 2 days a week. And not even long hours either.
Yeah, why do Fox is right? Why do you have to pay medical when you're self-employed?
It's I think it's just a law for all business. It's like a blanket law for all businesses, even if they are just one employee, because there's a possibility they could get more than one employee.
You know, but like
It's
get
dumb, I know.
make it so they can pay for like non-owners, I guess. Why? Ugh,
Hmm.
that's what so many people don't like.
Ha, Americans worrying over student loans. Joke's on you, I don't currently have student loans.
I decided not to get loans to avoid having to pay them off.
Yep.
It worked
Me
out just
too.
fine.
Avoiding credit.
Mm-hmm.
You should avoid credit. Credit is what you do when you're a big business and know you're going to get the money. If you're like a single person, no, don't go for credit ever.
I mean, credit isn't
Yep.
always bad, it's just... It depends. Like, are
Yeah,
you
it's
able
just
to
like,
pay it back?
unless you just are rolling in it, you have to have credit to like get a house
Mm.
or a
It's
car, and if you have no,
Requiring credit for that is nonsense to me. I don't get
yeah,
it.
and it also sucks because if you don't have credit, it's just as bad, if not worse, than having bad credit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I have the money in hand and can pay for the thing, that should be enough.
Oh, I
Why do I
mean,
have
yeah, if you have the like 20,000 to pay for a car, then you don't have to worry about credit.
I don't have to deal with credit if I don't have to deal with credit.
Or the 120,000 for a house.
I'm gonna pay that for a house. I'm gonna rent a house. Pay with debit.
Adulting is hard.
You craft tax evasion?
Ah, yes, I work in my workshop to make the perfect tax evasion. Zoro holding a hammer, whacking a stack of papers over and over again. I'm just imagining like a blacksmith type scenario.
I is a Zora, bapping papers.
Perfectly crafting tax evasion.
I'm trying to imagine what that would even be, but all I can think of is like a cardboard cutout. Like, being at the front door of the taxman as he comes in. That's all I can think of. It's like a body double of, like
It's like
a cardboard cutout.
the IRS shows up to to serve them tax evasion charge, and when they open the door, the wind just pushes the cardboard thing over. Curses, foiled again.
Outsmarted once again by the cardboard cutouts.
We've got to stop falling for that.
Build an entire fake house, put a cardboard cutout in the front door or something.
This whole thing is a sham.
Remember, kids? if they can't find where you live, they can't get the papers. I can't even finish a joke. I'm laughing myself.
Remember, children, if they can't find you, they can't serve you your papers. So no one will ever be able to sue you.
Damn, Zoroa. They're crafty fellows.
Yes, somehow I'm sure you're still gonna get calls about extended warranty.
Yes, those follow you everywhere. You
The
get
three things guaranteed in life: taxes, death, and extended warranty.
3 sure things in life: death, taxes, and extended warranties.
That is just reminding me of like the one. I forget what the source was, but essentially it was this video where it was like a joke bit where it was like, I'm gonna scooch right here, and then someone like scuttled into a bed next to someone who was like, I'm here to talk to you about your extended warranty.
I think I remember that.
Oh god. You give me the chuckles now, you know.
The car extended warranty is just an eldritch horror being. That would be a
Yes.
cool concept for a eldritch horror thing. It's just like this creature that is permanently existing and you cannot get rid of it. And it will constantly harass you.
Those extended warranty things, those are generally all like scams though, aren't they?
I have no idea.
That'll make sense for like the weird times and stuff. Especially if you
Yeah.
don't have a car to get extended warranties, it's probably scams.
9 times out of 10, or actually, I can't think of any legitimates that'll just call you out of the blue. Usually they'll hit you up at the dealership and they'll ask you if you have one, and if it's expired, then they'll hit you up and be like, ooh, you should get another one.
Yeah.
And then when you buy a car, they're always hounding you with trying to get the warranty for more money.
Yeah, gotta be careful of those scams. They give them an inch, they'll add you to the white list.
Yep.
They do actually have a list that they share to other scammers of people who fall for this sort of stuff. So step up once and you're on that list. Have fun, I imagine.
Fox. Answered the phone to the scammer and just bark.
They got nervous and just ended it.
What if you like respond to a scam call like you're a scam call?
Oh, you just throw it back at them and be like, funny you should say that because I have an extended warranty for you.
Or like, oh no, that's like, hi, I'm here to call about the extended warranty. Don't worry, I already sorted it. So I'm here to call it. Oh yeah, it's already sorted. But I'm here to call about extended. Yeah, no, it's already extended.
You sure? Like, you positive? Like...
Yeah, I just got off the phone like 5 minutes ago. It's extended. Yep.
It's like, oh, it says here it isn't done. It's like, oh, yeah, because I just did it a bit ago. It's probably not processed yet.
We call you to extend it further. Have you got the extended warranty of your extended warranty?
So you got the extended warranty, but what about the extended warranty?
Scam bait channels already do that trick to scammers. Oh yeah, I've seen the channels on YouTube where they're like, they get called by scammers and then end up scamming them out of money, which is really funny and cool.
Yeah, I'm glad actually some people are shutting those folks down. It's kind of horrifying.
Good on them.
The whole situation. Yeah. I mean, at least the market for that kind of stuff is slowly drying out. And that's nice. Some people still fall for it, but I'm glad that's dying, even if it's slowly.
Yeah. Scammers just suck in general.
Yeah.
But, you know, some people are very desperate for money and just do terrible things.
Yep. That's the phone scammers and the identity theft people.
Or not even necessarily it has to be a money thing. Sometimes scammers on like Discord and stuff, they're just... Well, no, I guess that is a money thing, because they like scam you out of your account and then sell it.
Yep.
It's not
Or
always a
they're-
money thing, but a lot of the time it is.
Yep.
Money is happening at some point in the process, most likely. Whether it's them just trying to get personal details or what have you, the salon. Yeah.
Oh.
Fun.
I think all scammers can go to jail. I mean, if they're scamming people, that's, I'm pretty sure, an offense in some case. So, yeah.
Yeah, it is, but they generally do it across country. So, you know, that's why the weird times. Is, you know, talking to, like, Greg in the US, you're talking to, I don't know, foreign name in foreign place.
Good K. Good save.
I don't know names. I'm bad at names. I generally just call people like Greg or Tom or Josh or whatever.
These are so... They're such generic names. No offense to
But
anyone
some
with
names-
those names, but they are very standard, bottom of the barrel, generic names.
I'm not good at names.
I need to get better at naming things, considering I have a campaign where characters are probably gonna be like, hey, what's this person's name? Be like, their name is Jeff. And there's gonna be like 5 other Jeffs in the world.
It's Jeff. There's Jeff's over there, and then there's Jeffrey Jefferson the Third,
They're all related.
and all spelled different.
Timothy. And then we have Jimothy. Oh, speaking of Craig, have any of you watched the Dogs in Love sequel video yet? I have. I watched it right before the stream. It is
I'm like
hilarious.
I'm halfway through it right now.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's on one of the Discord servers. It's really funny.
I mean, there's like hundreds of Discord servers out there. You might need to be a little more specific.
Fair enough. I know, I think it was on Dezu's and maybe Charms.
Yeah, it's on Charles as well.
I would recommend checking it out. It's funny. It's people playing an old Pokemon game, but they're going over with like voiceovers, and they're just making stupid jokes the whole time. It's funny. Dezu had us do something similar, though it was fully off the cuff instead of going with an actual narrative. It was fun, though. I shared it on Dewey and Charms. I was so hyped that it was released, so I shared it there before I knew Zolette would. I was just scrolling on YouTube and it popped up, because I'm subscribed. I guess this turned into a bit of a promotion for them.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever. I'm glad they're doing a part 2 as well. I would have wanted them to cut out any of the bits to make the bit shorter. Yeah, like they're making a part 2 of it just because they made so many good jokes, which I'm happy about too. It's really funny. Sneaky doggo. It's not sneaky.
Check that out later, I suppose.
It's a good laugh. That's a good phone call. I'll answer that later.
If it's about extended warranty, the running joke so far, that would be funny.
No, this is
Oh, he's talking
someone
about
I
us. Maybe we
know.
have to call him quickly. But is it really?
Perhaps it's just a ploy. Because I've watched all the VODs, and my god, I implore people to watch them. There are so many funny bits that need to get cut out for the edits. I might check out the VODs. Considering the material they show and like the edits, I gotta imagine there's a lot more jokes that don't make it in, but are still just as good.
Yeah, you can't fit everything in, but
Yeah,
you get some things in.
indeed. Best you can do is try to get the best bits, but that's somewhat subjective. Listen, you don't need an extreme warranty to get into my heart, David. What?
Yeah.
I don't think I get it.
Nope, neither do I. Ugh. Excuse me, yawn. The energy
No
is
yawning.
crashing. The energy is crashing.
Yawning's contagious.
Yes, it
You
is.
must be professional. You know, like how we professionally just keep chuckling and laughing all the time, and I occasionally I swear occasionally.
Yeah, I am
apologize for that.
nowhere near professional, and swearing is totally a-okay here. I frankly don't care if you swear. As long as you're not, like, swearing like a sailor.
Every other word out of your mouth is a swear.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen to the urge to do something really stupid right now. I'm holding it off. Holding it off.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
Do
Not
it.
yet.
For example, Umbreon trying out being a Twitch streamer and doing a terrorism subathon. 1 sub equals 1 house blown up. And Espeon forced him to start with gingerbread houses. That's an actual bit from the VODs. Oh, I believe you.
What's such a waste of gingerbread? Well, if you do end up getting a good proper setup, what's the first game you're actually gonna start playing?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Dead Space remake.
Never.
I'll do it with you.
I'm a
Do it together.
coward. Plus, I don't have Dead Space remake.
I'll get it for you.
Please don't. Please don't, because then I'll have to play it.
I have to play it.
I can't right now.
Oh,
Let's see,
You
what
lucky.
games do I have that I could possibly stream?
Minecraft, probably.
Oh, I do have Minecraft. That would be a good one.
You might
Minecraft's
mod it
good.
too. Some stuff.
I think you do play it modded, don't you?
Yeah, I've played modded before.
That's the fun.
I could also
Fun
try
thing to
Gunfire
have.
Reborn.
Interesting.
What's that?
It's a fun sort of... I forget what the name is, but like one of those Binding of Isaac games where you like die and then start from the beginning again.
Oh, roguelike?
Yes.
Or
Ah.
roguelite, depending.
I don't know what the difference between roguelite and roguelike is.
Roguelite has some, like if you like, you got like progression in roguelites where you can unlock stuff, makes things easier.
Ah, then it is a
All
roguelite.
roguelikes, yeah, if it's like Binding of Isaac where you can unlock new items or stuff, roguelite. If it's the same experience every time, but you always go back to the start when you die, that's a roguelike.
Okay, then it's a roguelite.
Yeah, most things are.
Ooh, I have Minecraft, never played it since 2010. Wait, no, earlier. Roguelite, yeah. Yeah, I could play Minecraft, maybe even play with some folks. I never played Minecraft. Minecraft is a lot of fun. I grew up playing Minecraft. Like, that was the game I played a crap ton as a child.
I grew up wanting to play Minecraft, then I got Minecraft on the tablet, and that was alright. I kind of got bored of it. Then I got it on the computer, and that was fun. And then it kind of dropped off once I realized how much digging you had to do. I
Dig
don't
a
like
hole, dig a hole, dig a hole.
I don't like fighting in games. I like the fun thing. I like the building. I like the crafting.
But you
Not so
need the
much about the
materials
mining.
to build and
Yeah.
craft.
See,
Yeah.
I'm fine doing the whole grind, because I'm like, oh, I have this project I want to do, but in order to do that, I need to grind out and get this stuff, and then I get that stuff, and then I start the project, and then it's like...
Having other people makes it so much more tolerable.
Mm-hmm. It's one thing I really like about modded Minecraft, is that it always feels like, okay, what's the next project? What am I building off of? Because it all builds off of itself. So
It
it's like...
depends what you play with. I mean, you got like stuff like the kitchen sink mod packs. It's like we're going to shove everything in here, and you can figure it out. Or you got like kind of stuff has like actual progression to go through. Bit of a mix of the two sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of stuff.
I would love to do like a Minecraft SMP type thing with a couple folks. That'd be fun.
I keep forgetting what that means. I keep forgetting what that means. I should stop fiddling with things.
Survival Minecraft playthrough?
Yeah, thank you.
I think that's what it stands for. That's what I thought it did.
Forgetting. Yeah, I keep forgetting that bloody acronym every time. But yeah, I wouldn't find that too unfun. That'd be enjoyable to get a toss a few hours into every day.
Mm-hmm. And just sort of have like... I like the ones where they have like overarching sort of story things going on, where it's like everyone's playing a bit, essentially. Like, oh, I'm playing like a grouchy character, so like I'm just gonna be an ass to people because it's funny, but everyone has a good time.
Whatever makes it fun for you and others.
I was part of like an SMP before, but like the person who was sort of the main host was like, yeah, I'll come up with story stuff and it'll be great. And then they didn't come up with any story stuff, and then everyone sort of dropped off playing, which was kind of a shame because I really had a great time, made a cool base and such. And then,
Oh, I think I remember that.
mm-hmm.
I don't always finish up my like builds and stuff, but I still enjoy playing, even if I don't finish things.
Yeah, that's fine. Some people just take... It's not about finishing the build, it's about having fun building, if that makes sense, you know?
I mean, the end's
Yeah.
only a party experience. You got all the rest of it to enjoy as well.
Yeah, it's the stuff in
I
between
mean,
that I find most enjoyable.
the end of the build, that's just a little cherry on top. There's all the planning and the grinding and the memories you make along the way. There's all that sort of meat to that cake.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the icing, the cherry on top. That makes up the end.
Yeah, it always feels like for me anyway, it's like, oh, I've completed the building. Now what? You know?
Yeah,
Now I'll go build another building over there.
that's why I like some modder packs that have like specified the question like, okay, once you've done this, do that. It's nice to have goals.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I
Yeah.
play like vanilla, I always like, okay, I've gotten stone tools. I'm going to go build a mansion now, and I will never finish because I'm using dinky stone tools. And every time I have like a couple handfuls of material, I'm immediately popping them into the building like a piece of a wall because I can't balance anything.
Yeah.
Normally, when you start a build, you stockpile materials. I do both at the same time. And it's a bad idea.
Without a goal, I'm kind of aimless. I just kind of meander.
It's fun and meandering in itself. You can find some really interesting world gen sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've explored worlds on occasion and found a village building on top of itself,
Hmm.
and the lower buildings are sometimes partially filled by the land above. That was an interesting find.
Ooh, neat.
Yeah.
There was this one house I found at some point that was just built in a cave. Because I guess the sinkhole problem was very severe, and no one wanted to go and fish out Dave from the hell pit.
Yeah, fuck Dave.
Yeah, Dave sucked. He's awful. He only sells Curse of Vanishing in like a book. Horrible.
I always hated when, because I'm the type to like really get into Minecraft. Like I know a lot about it, and it's really fun and stuff. So I would be the type to like get villagers for specific enchanting books, and it's such a pain when it's like, okay, I have to place down the lectern, wait for them to get their job, and then check their trades. If it doesn't get them the trade, then I just break it and keep going. Repeat the process until I get the one I want. But it's a pain when like there's so many different enchants, so the odds of you getting the one you want are so low and annoying.
And then they got like the whole like zombification aspect too, where like, oh, you can get like major deals on these if you spend the golden apple and the
I
potion.
don't bother with that.
I got pals who do.
Mhm.
And sure, for one person, it's amazing. You get so much off. But I mean, you're already doing human rights violations, just trying to get a good deal.
Hmm. Survival multiplayer. Ah, that's what SMP stands for. Hmm.
Interesting.
Isn't this SM then?
Looks at the YouTuber agree and not finishing the back of 2 of his builds in SMP. Yeah. It's like, it's a nice facade on the front, but just don't look at the back of it.
Oh god, I've been
It's
playing on a
like, pay
server
no
for like,
attention to the back.
I've been playing on a server for 3 weeks. I'm building a tower and only the base is done. Like the ground floor of the tower is done, and there's nothing above it. It's a very nice looking base. It's just that's kind of it.
I think a good thing to do when you're going into like a sort of actual, I don't know, playthrough, survival, whatever you want to call it, is to have some goals before you go into it. Like, what are some things you want to achieve and things you can actually work towards long term to keep you interested?
Build stuff.
Yes, but that's very vague, so like you won't keep interest long. What I like to do is, okay, I want to get full netherite stuff. I want to kill the ender dragon. I want to have a mega base.
Yeah, I've never gone past iron. Other people have. I've refused the handouts, but I've never gone past iron.
I'm the type to like get very quick. Like I gear up very quickly.
Like it makes sense to go like specifically to upgrade like your tools and stuff so you can do things faster.
Hmm.
But that requires mining.
Hydra
And
gets in
mining
there,
is. Mm,
it just gets to work.
Yep.
I mean, I've never actually been the Ender Dragon. I'd really like to do that one day, but it's always just like.
Maybe one day when
Uh,
I eventually have an SMP, I'll have you on there, and that's gonna be your goal. You have to defeat the Ender Dragon with me at some point.
yes, me with my half-built house and iron tools
Yep. I will
and
drag you
partially
there if I
enchanted,
have to.
partially,
Kicking and screaming the whole
partially
way.
enchanted crossbow. We'll fight the Ender Dragon. We'll die 50 times
Epic
trying.
gets one shot as soon as the fight starts.
I doubt he died that fast.
I am
Have you been to the
not
end
good
at
with
all?
gravity. In like a server where it's just not automatically open.
Yeah, like, have you been there, like, in a survival circumstance?
No. Well, yes, but that was generally like like open servers where people have already gone to the end and populated it and built stuff there. Where there's warps. It's not really the same. Not the same.
Hmm.
But no, I've never actually earned the access myself. I have actually found a stronghold before. A pal of mine actually built the base on top of a stronghold and an abandoned mine shaft and a lush cave, like a smorgasbord of really cool stuff. And then the server reset.
Ah,
That's
that's
just fine.
unfortunate.
It was a really cool place too, because it was like on like these really high cliffs over water. There was actually like powdery snow sort of biome.
Mm-hmm.
Near the cliff face, and there was even this island off the coast I was actually building a house on. That was nice. And it was just a bit of unfortunate timing. Away.
Is the end of the game? Well, the end is the name of a dimension, the end dimension. And you go there to fight the Ender Dragon and also get cool stuff from end cities. But technically it's not the end of the game, it's just like a dimension you can go and fight a boss.
I mean, it kind of is the end of progression, in a sense.
I suppose. If you're going for like a concrete end, then yeah, I suppose you defeat the Ender Dragon, you go through the end portal, then, the end of the game. You could call it there.
At that point, you've conquered all the barriers to get everything. It's just a matter of getting the things, finding the mangrove forests, um, the woodland mansions, and all that stuff.
There's also the
Amount of
Wither.
There's also the river, but technically you can do that once you get to the Nether. You don't have to actually go to the end for that.
Mm-hmm.
More of a mini boss.
Fascinating.
They
It's a
should
mini
add more
boss.
bosses.
They should. Or like, I guess that's kind of what mods are for.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like they're more interested in adding, not so much depth, but more breadth.
Content.
Just expanding the pool outwards rather than downwards. Although they are expanding it downwards, those attuned skull sensors are nice. They're nice.
Hmm.
The idea of wireless redstone is very interesting.
Yeah. I think I like the idea they went with the Warden, where it's sort of like a pseudo boss. It's just a really tough enemy technically, but.
No, you're not going to fight it. The only thing you get from fighting is a catalyst.
Mm-hmm.
You don't kill it. You just don't.
You survive it.
Yeah.
I,
I actually quite like that adds variety. It's not always mining. It's not always building. It's not always just exploring. It's these other things as well.
mm-hmm.
They made underground and exploring underground more interesting with the new caves and stuff. They added improvements to the ocean to make it more interesting. The Phantoms were a mild mistake, I suppose, because
God, I hate phantoms. They
it's
they
nice to be
scared
able
the
to
shit
repair
out of me.
Elytra. It's nice to be able to repair Elytra, but like mending.
Elytra used to
No.
be able to be repaired with leather until they added the phantoms.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh.
phantoms just suck.
No, it's like, oh, have you been very active? Too bad. Go sleep. Oh, you want a server? No one sleeps. Too bad. Sucks for you.
Mm.
Mm.
And they always scare the shit out of me because they jump out of nowhere.
They're such a pain to hit.
Hmm.
And they just dive right at you. But like, Christ.
For those of
Minecraft is actually a game I could get into just because it's something I can throw on and, just go with it. But I don't think I could do like all the like extra shit. I just go in there and build stuff,
Meryl will be the type to just do
dig a
basic
hole.
stuff, and then he learns about the Nether and the end, and he's like, "Whoa!"
I more than likely would just be like, "Oh, that's neat." I'm probably not gonna touch that, but that's neat.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, the Nether is actually quite interesting now. They added the biomes to it in stuff. Um, but I kind of feel like at this point, if you're looking for like more Minecraft, you kind of do have to go to the mods.
Hmm.
Because I mean, what they're adding now is interesting, sure, but it's still the same old base experience of mine, build, and all that stuff. It's just adding more stuff to mine and to build.
And that's what I went to Minecraft for. So just like I said, all that extra junk, uh, it's neat, but I'm just there to dig holes and build stuff.
And that's fair. Some people go just for that, just that simple experience. Others are like, I want to go fight leviathans. I want to do this crazy stuff. I want to build nuclear reactors and get overpowered gear and such, which modded is good for. But sometimes it's just, I want to do simple. You know?
Some people want a challenge, some people want a problem to solve, some folks just want to build shit.
Hmm.
And I mean, there's no wrong way to play it.
True. And also, if I'm gonna play it's at the present time it would have to be on console unmodded.
Man, I
Because
want...
my potato can't run mods.
Yeah, that's fair. Mods, they're really more for a PC thing. I don't really... Getting mods on console is a lot more difficult and just not really worth it in my opinion.
Hmm.
So yeah, stick with PC if you're going to use mods. And even then, for your PC, I would keep it to limited mods. Because they can get intensive on, like...
It really depends on the PC. I mean,
Yeah.
mine I souped up to be like decent, so it can actually run a lot of mod packs.
Mine would
But
scream. The fans would just be going.
yeah, I've tried running mod packs on a laptop that was like from 2014. Don't. It'll work. It will not work well. You will be waiting for it to load for like an hour. Just don't. Just don't.
Yeah, the mods I used for the gameplay we were doing, it was very limited. Like, they weren't intensive, they were more just quality of life stuff, rather than adding, like, a lot more extreme, you know? Because
Like
those my computer can handle.
like too many items and like chest sorting and stuff.
Yeah, there were a few, like, actual, additive stuff. So, like, we had astral sorcery, so you can do, like, moon magic stuff. We added some of the computer things, so you can store all your items in there. The flux stuff, so you can get furnaces that are better, pulverizers, new ores and such. But yeah. Ooh, moon magic. Yeah, moon magic stuff. I became a wizard. And also we had the one mod that lets you choose your sort of species in the game, and I think I chose the dragon because it allowed me to fly. Well, it essentially gave you a permanent elytra, which is cool. And
Plus
armor.
dragon.
And dragon, yeah, of course.
I think it's the origin mod, if I recall
Yes, the
correctly.
origin mod, that's the one. However, the one thing that sucked is we had like one of the custom mods, one of the mods that added like custom foods and such, but because the dragon origin only allows you can only eat meat, which is one of the downsides of it. It wouldn't let you eat any of the custom foods, even if they contained meat.
Yeah, to add the foods themselves manually to say, oh, hey, this has meat in it.
Yep. And the person who was ahead of the server didn't do that, so I was out of luck, and I just had to eat basic food instead of getting all the cool buff stuff.
Oh, you want to drink a cup of tea? Too bad. Eat a raw chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Or cooked chicken. I guess you could eat cooked chicken. That would be an option.
What is an elytra? Elytra is essentially a glider. They're a pair of wings you put on and you can glide with them.
It is generally recommended to do random mending because repairing it is more expensive over time, and it doesn't get more expensive if you have mending.
Oh, fun fact, I'm a Cerberus. I'm a Cerberus Hydra in the copy of Minecraft because Ryu got a Greek mythology pack. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes, I know the pack you're talking about. Great, now I want to have a server with everyone in there.
Could be fun.
Yeah.
There was one that Esler had. The only problem was I couldn't run it for shite because there was too many mods and it
yeah,
was too extensive.
The Vault Hunters one. I took one look at the mod, remembered what it was, I've seen of it, and went like, I mean, it seemed like fun, but nah.
Vault Hunters,
Because
it can be fun, but
the only thing I can see is like, oh, I'm gonna be doing the same thing over and over again to unlock the things I want to do,
yeah.
rather than just being able to do the thing I want to do. Nah.
Yeah, Vault Hunters, it's a cool mod. Don't get me wrong, it's just, it's not for me.
I mean, once you even unlock the thing you want to do, you still need to get the materials and stuff for it. Normally that would be the block to progression, is getting the materials, but no, it's actually unlocking the mod too. That doesn't make more sense to me.
Yeah, I like the idea of, hey, we're gonna take basic Minecraft, but we're gonna add a few things to it just to give a bit more content, you know?
I mean, yeah, you don't have to change the experience up drastically. I like to want to do that, but you don't have to change the experience drastically. You just do a few changes, like, oh, let's add tinkers in and make some really cool tools.
Oh, I love tinkers.
Unless you just look up a guide for what the best tool is.
I
and
wouldn't.
just use that.
I just want to do my own custom tool that I, trial and error it. Because that seems a lot more fun.
Make it personalized.
I like how we're talking about this, but like Meryl has just like gone silent. It's like, I don't know any of this.
I just dig holes and build things.
Poor Meryl.
It's okay.
You don't play Factorio much, I assume.
Do what?
Play Factorio.
Never heard of it.
I've never played personally, but yeah.
I've taken a poke at it. It's alright.
I have played. There's another sort of factory type game that's recent.
Oh wait, what am I? Aw, the Sim plays that all the time, or used to. Factorio. Usually he does it right after I go to bed, so I never see him actually play it.
It's very much a factory building game.
I would love a
Yeah,
game like that.
optimization and dealing with logistical problems and such.
Mhm. And the game I was mentioning is a trio, ATRIO, The Dark Wild. It's sort of a newer factory type game.
I think I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah,
Like I saw you playing it and I asked you about it.
it was fun. Though it's in the need of some updating and tuning, because at the moment it's still kind of early on in its development. But it was overall fun. It just lacks a bit more content and is a bit buggy.
Yeah, most things are buggy starting out, then they get on to deal with the problems.
Yep.
I'm assuming it's either like an alpha or beta state at the moment.
Not
Beta state,
sure.
probably.
I know the developer had to go on like a hiatus for a while and couldn't actually update it because they got COVID. But after they did come back, they updated a bunch of stuff, and there's still some stuff they are working on.
I don't think we have those commands set up
We
in
do not.
Nightbots, Eric's.
If you need the time, it should just be in the bottom right of your screen, shouldn't it? Or
Tim.
in the like some corner of your device.
Tim.
Tim. No Tim command.
No Tim's allowed. Sorry. If you're Tim, you need to leave. We don't allow Tim here. Not Tim.
Timmy.
It's a joke. It's a joke, Tim. You can actually say.
Timmer!
Oh, okay, I forgot. It's okay. I have a bunch of crazy commands. Time is not one of them.
Yep. What? Crazy commands. Yep.
They're epic. Got you up to 20 now.
Why are you?
I ask myself that question every morning.
Yeah. On the topic of newer games in Minecraft, Minecraft Legends has come out recently.
Oh.
It seems pretty
I'll play it.
interesting, though I'm not sure I want to get it, because it seems to be lacking kind of more content, you know? It looks like a good solid game, it's just, it feels like it's missing stuff.
Can you dig holes and build things?
Minecraft Legends is a totally different game from Minecraft, like, it takes a totally
Boo.
different route.
Yeah.
Boo.
I feel it's probably gonna be like Minecraft Dungeons, where it's gonna be a bit lacking starting off, and they'll add maybe a bit more later, but it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah, this takes on more of a base building, tower defense, MOBA type game.
Ah,
No,
no, no, thank
no.
you.
Ugh.
I'm not sure if I used the
Immediately.
term MOBA correctly. I might have been using the wrong term, but it takes it a totally different approach.
Massively online battle arena.
Oh, then no, it's not that.
You can immediately just hear the both of us just so disagreeing on that term.
No, it is not a MOBA then. I don't know how to describe it, but essentially you have an open world. You have to go defend villages from raids from piglins. You build up the bases and some towers, and then you have to also at the same time go attack the piglin bases by building up army of your own.
0 out of 10. No holes, no building.
There's building, no holes though.
0 out of 10. Can't dig holes.
Like a dog, it only thinks about digging holes or something. Look, can you imagine being on a stream with two dogs and talking to them? Man, that'd be an experience.
In Merrill defense, he's not a dog.
I'm a Zoroark. If anything, I'm more fox-like.
Though I don't take being called a dog an insult.
You're a good pupper.
So
Does have
Ennio
good
and Fox.
attributes to them, like the loyalty and related stuff.
Meryl is a cat in a dog's body, as in Fox.
Yes, essentially.
Why is a dog eating a cat? And why is it not a fox?
Because, yes.
I'll be a dog if I feel like it. Though I prefer being a handsome, gallant wolf. You basic. Meryl and Hydra are Canidaes.
I think he meant to say canids.
Canines?
No, Canidae is like a family.
Oh, the family
Yeah.
name.
Ah.
See, I know a bit of biology.
I'm not
Of
good
course,
at
it's
that.
related to like animals, and specifically like canines. But I know a bit of biology.
Ah yes, the heart bone is connected to the U.
Lycanrocs are a wolf. Rockruff are dogs.
Aren't wolves just like war dog in a sense?
Dogs are essentially domesticated wolves.
Basically, dog's classification is Canis domesticus. Wolves are Canis lupus. They're in the same family, they just have different offshoots.
God, can you imagine the amount of breeding you had to do to get like from a wolf to something like a corgi? Right.
There's like a lot of things between them.
I don't know why. That reminded me of this one breed of dog. I don't remember what it was, but it was like a mix. I'm not good with dog breeds, but you know one of those bigger dogs. They're not.
Husky.
No, not a husky. I know huskies. Um,
German Mastiff.
I don't know what a German Mastiff looks like.
I think isn't that like one of the biggest dog breeds in the world?
Then it's not that one. It's like it's a moderate sized dog, not like a big one, but
Like a boxer.
not a boxer, but essentially boxer-esque. Yes, it was one of those
Oh.
dogs that was mixed with a wiener dog, and it was essentially just one of the medium dogs, but with tiny legs.
Also, I got the name wrong. It's not what it is. That's not the dog I'm thinking of.
You mean German Shepherd? Is that what you were trying to think of?
No, hold on. I'll search that.
You'll just have to send me an image. I'm bad with names. We know this.
I think most of us are bad at names.
Hmm. German Mastiff is Great Dane.
Oh.
I find most breeds mixed with wiener dog is just funny.
Anything with a wiener dog is funny.
I'm thinking of a Saint Bernard. I think it's a Saint Bernard. Might be a Saint Bernard.
I love Saint Bernards. They're cool.
You have to send me pictures, because I don't know what dog breed names are. It was funny to see. Dogs are just great in general.
Yes. All dogs.
Hmm. And this isn't me just complimenting myself.
Shiba Inus are pretty cool, yeah.
Shibas are adorable doggos.
I always wanted a husky. They're just too expensive.
Huskies are like, they seem so great, but as pets, they are so much of,
They shed
they're
everywhere.
just so much to deal with. But they're such good boys.
I know, the pups are so lovely.
Hmm.
They still shed everywhere though.
Huskies are my favorite type of dog. It's just, I could never own a husky. Too much work.
For a while I owned like 2 at home. And then they had pups.
Oh.
So technically for a while I owned like 6. Did some pups though, so back down to 2.
All the fur on the floor.
If I existed near them for an extended period of time, there would be hair on
Mm.
me.
Yeah, I have a small dog at home and he sheds and just covers me in his little hairs.
Like I think
That's how he
this,
knows that you're his.
I think this is what I was thinking of. Maybe the Newfoundland is what I'm thinking of. I forget the name. It's been a while.
Oh my goodness, that is a big fluffy boy.
Can you send it to me?
Yeah. That is... Here, I'm just gonna put it in the server. Because that'll be easier. But yeah, that is a big fluffy boy.
Aw, cute. Just has all the floof.
That is not the dog I was thinking of, but my goodness. That is
I
adorable.
know. I know there's one of like webbed toe and it's fucking large.
There's like those bear dogs, you know? Those things are
There's
huge.
I know there's a dog breed out there, webbed toes, that is like you don't say dog. You say dog as if you're writing it out in capitals. It is a large boy, and that's what I'm thinking of. And I cannot, for the life of me, remember the name of it.
Hmm.
He large.
Big. Big.
I don't think it's a Newfoundland though. That's something else.
I care not a fur if is shed on me. The dogs will be snuggled. Yeah, I'm the same. I don't care if I get covered in dog fur, and I really don't. I'd walk out the house with it, cause snuggling a dog, it's worth it.
I miss dogs.
Hmm.
And sometimes I can pet like the cats in the neighborhood on a very rare occasion. And, I mean, sometimes I spot a neighborhood fox on rare occasions, but
Hmm.
I miss dogs.
Dogs are great.
They
Me
really are.
too. I
I kept
missed.
them not, but generally they are nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously not every dog's gonna be willing and happy to see you, but they're still adorable to see regardless.
Not dog. Not all of them. You laugh, but like
No, I'm
some.
not laughing at you. There's, I was scrolling through.
What's funny? Not psychic here, Hydra. You need to say.
Hydra's broken.
How do we reset Hydra?
I'm trying to come.
I have no idea. Need an emergency hyperventilation system stat.
Breathe.
Ugh, I've never
Compose
laughed this
thyself.
hard in a while. I was scrolling through Discord, and on one of the servers, funny enough, there was a picture of a dog with, and I guess someone put on like, I don't know. Okay, how do I describe this? It's like a gif of a dog laying down while wearing like a one piece, but they added like two, I don't know, balloons or balls or something, and gave it huge breasts.
Well, ain't that just the tits?
Ugh.
Good.
I'm, oh, that
Oh,
made me.
good. I'm now legal to drink. How wonderful. I hate you like this.
Sorry.
Hydra, why do you have such a good community? God damn it.
I'm gonna share this with you guys. Not everyone, just to those who are in the private server. But here's what I was dying at. Look in the memes channel. I gotta mute. Hold up.
No. I'm walking away. I need a moment. No.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, I've settled down. Now they see why I was dying. And to think that was coincidental with us just talking about dogs.
Okay, I walked away for a second. I'm back, and
Yeah, now you see why I was dying. That is
I don't even know where to start on that. It's just
that is the hardest I've laughed on stream by far.
I can see why.
ugh.
That was funny. Cringe. Sorry, I got distracted. Completely distracted.
It's not helping unrealistic body proportions at all, is it?
No, not in the slightest.
I set you off again, didn't I?
I'm trying to stay composed here, but I gotta be honest, when you guys laugh, it sets me off. But I think I'm
In
gonna.
other news, Epic, your command's been used enough that you are now old enough to drink.
I've made that joke, yes. I'm not. I'm not looking at it. How has 22? I'm not looking at it.
It's like Fox and I with Luthiker. Later, eh, later Dezu's gonna look at the server and be like, "What happened?"
Dogs. Dogs happened.
Dogs. Need I say more?
No, that was funny. For those in the audience, I'm sorry, but I am not showing it. You'll just have to take our word when we say it's funny.
Disney live action is getting way too out of
Damn it, Epic.
I'm sorry. I keep looking. I keep glancing at it. But I keep wanting to make a
I
joke.
know, you keep looking at it and it just keeps getting funny.
Every time Epic looks at it, give him another command.
Oh, my cheeks already hurt from laughing at the thing. Don't make me.
Hmm.
Ah, right.
But yes,
Okay.
back to stream. Back to stream.
This stream. It's content.
Mhm.
It's not stop. It's not composed content.
I've lost my train of thought. What were we talking about before that?
Dogs.
Mm.
Yeah,
Well, before the
we were
dogs.
talking about dogs.
Mhm.
Oh, professionals, folks.
I guess
Professional.
we could talk about cats now.
See, I don't know a lot about cats.
All you need to know about cats is they want to be loved until they don't.
Mhm.
Temperament can be different between cats. Some really like being pet, some don't. Some will be pet until they don't want to be pet no more, and then I'll tell you to do, well,
And no uncertain terms. Okay, I'm done.
yeah.
Mhm.
Then sometimes painfully.
Yep.
Cats are
The
different.
best thing about cats is they more or less can take care of themselves. You just keep their food and water up, and clean out their little shit box.
Hopefully they do use the box.
Mhm. I have a stray cat named Nala. Oh, that's cute.
I assume you mean you're trying to feed a stray cat named Nala. I don't know it.
It probably lives close by.
Yeah, I'd assume. That's not.
I remember seeing a stray cat here on campus. I wonder if it's still around.
Oh, did you see a story about that library cat? By any chance, Hydra?
No.
Bit of an old one, but okay. Basically, there was this town in the U.S. that they got a cat in as a support animal or something. And it was in the library for a while, and it got really like a lot of people in town really liked the cat. And then there was this person on the committee that was allergic to cats and wanted to get rid of the cat after a few months. So they got rid of the cat. And then there was so much international backlash at removing the cat. International. Not in the town, not in the state. International.
Jeez.
That they were forced to bring the cat back. And the council member resigned.
Wow.
When you are outshined by a cat. That dude must have been mad.
Yeah, but I mean, it could have just not dealt with the cat. I mean, you know you have a cat allergy, but I mean, is that serious? That you need to get rid of the cats so people enjoy? Oh, goodness.
What did you do, Fox?
I'm checking it.
Oh, this picture. I've seen that one before.
That's me after eating pasta. That's how I feel after eating pasta. I look about the same. Pretty much always string bean and. Oh god, I should look at that picture.
All those carbs from the noodles.
Hmm.
This is like one of the things that don't set off my appetite. They have mere appetite problems. Like it's one of the foods I could just eat and eat and eat and eat and then regret it. I eat the spaghetti and then I regret it. I regret it later.
I eat the spaghetti, but then I regret it later.
For me, the one food that I could eat endlessly is just rice. I love rice.
Same.
Same. That and the specific sausage, normally eaten in the Netherlands and Belgium.
You mean boudin?
No, freaking Della.
Oh. I was just like you were talking about rice, and boudin is rice and
No,
sausage.
like, I'm talking like foods like I really like eating, and that's like,
Oh.
fricandela is a really nice sausage. It's made into a paste first. It's added with spices and various kinds of meat, and then you deep fry it, and
Huh.
you freeze it, then you cook it again, and then you can eat it afterwards. And it's quite nice.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah,
tried anything like it.
it's made differently in different locations, and it's hard to find in the UK because, of course, it's hard to find in the UK. Taste is so bland, we consider fish and chips a delicacy. I will take the mick out of myself. I do like that, but I like other things too. Damn it.
The fish and chips is just easy.
Yeah, it's mostly just like fish oil and then chips. I like that sausage too. It's like the one thing I can eat in larger amounts and not feel full immediately. It's nice.
Hmm. I
Have
personally
so much.
cannot eat fish. I don't like it.
Well, some people are just allergic to fish or chicken. I forget which it is. But
Fish. I mean, I bet you could be allergic to chicken too, but it's mostly like a seafood allergy.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like
think Eva's allergic to chicken. If I recall
there's like
correctly.
something in the fish that they're allergic to. It's also the reason why pregnant women can't have like certain types of fish.
Fish sell. It could be all fish shellfish for people sometimes. Or the fish.
Mm.
Yeah. I know like if in the terms of things you can't eat while undergoing like medical stuff. I know you can't eat like what was it, pomegranates?
Yeah,
Because of medication.
it's like, and if you're on like certain like blood medication, you can't have anything that's rich in vitamin K, so no greens, no or like really any leafy vegetables.
Huh. I never knew that.
The K stands for kill, I guess.
uh, but yeah, my grandma, when she was on her blood stuff for her congestive heart failure, she was told she couldn't have greens anymore, but she'd always sneak some anyway.
Um, I assume it's blood thinning, not blood thickening. But,
Yeah, blood thinning.
yeah.
Mhm.
So that's why people get it's like when people have problems get aspirin because that thins blood too, but they're not told not to have it's ibuprofen or paracetamol you're not meant to have but have aspirin. I know if you mix like aspirin with something else, it'll kill you. I forget which it is.
I don't think it's ibuprofen because ibuprofen is what it's like prescription strength aspirin.
Yeah, I would not know.
Paracetamol then. Hold on, I think I got like both here. Hold on. Okay, it's aspirin and paracetamol, I think. Don't ask why I have aspirin and paracetamol.
Okay.
Tempted to, but I won't.
Headache, mostly.
Makes sense.
That makes sense.
I can't have too much of it without getting sick, but I enjoy it in small servings. Well, small by my standards. Ah, you're that small. Untrue.
Daniel's fat then.
So he's small to be big. I mean, there's different ways you can be big. There's height-wise, and then there's width-wise.
Yep.
There's like the singular kind of bulk. You got muscular bulk, and then you got fat bulk, and then
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You got like other kinds of bulk, I guess.
My grandma tells me I'm not as fat as I used to be. Aw.
Aw, there you go.
I always get flack for being skinny.
Same, honestly, so much same.
Like, family
But
members,
I mean,
like,
I
you
am
look skinny,
really.
you should eat more. And it's like, oh, thanks. Great advice.
Oh yeah, I should eat more. Oh, but I've never heard that. But let me
I
just see.
like the way
Yes, I'm
you
still
look,
feeling horrifically
Hydra.
sick. If I could struggle with my appetite more, yes, I would eat more. Thank you.
Hmm.
I'm aware that eating more gives you more body mass.
It's just a matter of
But
eating
it's
more.
not that easy. It's like telling someone, "Oh, you sad? Stop being depressed." Yes, I would if I could.
Mhm.
If only it was that easy.
Oh, you're drowning. Just breathe more.
Yeah. Thank you, Mare.
Nice.
I will say, I have been gaining a bit of weight, so...
I think I have to. Well, at the very least, I've not been below like 56.
Mm.
I think 57.
Yeah, I definitely know I've gained weight. But to the extent of how much, I do not know.
You just know that you have.
Yes, I do, because my stomach that once went inward is now flat.
Ooh,
Yes.
neat.
Oh, that is certainly an improvement.
Mm-hmm. Actually, might be sticking out a bit. Which, yeah, that's a good improvement.
Alright, become pudgy. Is that the word?
Pudgy?
I don't know, you're having a swell time.
I honestly don't mind having a bit of pudge. Going from, stick figure to having a bit of meat on the bone doesn't sound that bad, honestly. You know?
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be like popping outwards, but I mean, I'd like a bit more on me.
Yeah, like I'm
I
I'm
am.
in that boat too.
I'm about 5 steps from being a skeleton. Let's be honest here.
Hmm.
But I mean, I'm good enough at least.
Mhm. It's not like detrimental, but it's like, I could have a bit more weight.
I could use it. I could use the buffer from
Mhm.
being exceptionally underweight. But yeah,
Definitely feel that. We'll say the medication has definitely helped with that. Like, my hunger is just through the roof.
well, you're going for bodily changes. That generally requires fuel,
Yeah.
energy.
Yep.
Energy comes from fuel, so
It's
you
like
need fuel.
your body sending signals. Like, we need calories. Eat more.
Like, even now, I ate before stream, and I'm hungry again. So after this, I'm going to go eat. Because,
What I
it's
usually
the
do on stream.
end.
I should be eating more during the stream. I'm actually kind of hungry.
So now Hydra can go eat.
Yes, I do need to eat. But, outro. Thank you, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise, for joining me today for another Doggo Discussion, where we celebrated 50 followers. Today was relatively fun, and I hope Sunday will continue to have a good time. But yeah, any final words from you two?
I hope y'all enjoyed the stream, and here's to, like I said, here's to 50 more, and 50 more after that.
I picked a really bad time to shove a cookie in my mouth.
Want to try that one again? After you finish a cookie?
Have a cookie.
I was hungry.
That's fair. I am too.
I haven't got really anything to say at the moment. I'm mostly just peckish.
Alright.
You made me hungry again, but god damn it.
We'll say that's your final words. You're hungry again. But yeah.
A good epitaph.
Thank you everyone for joining us, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.
Bye bye.